kick things off, Atlanta on the road at Minnesota. This is sitting 5.5 out there. 1-6 just popped, but mainly 5.5 in favor of Minnesota. 45.5 to 46 is our total. I don't really know what you think of Kirk Cousins and what you think he has done so far this season. I have a boatload of money on Atlanta futures in that division and all that, which I don't even love right now because of the way that this guy is playing. And so I don't know. It's tough. It's tough here in this one. What say you?
I was the other way on the Falcons. I was a little bit bearish, I think. Mm-hmm. Not enough so that I fired anything else, really, but I did take a bearish future against a friend for a decent chunk. That was pro Falcons. He was on the same team as you. So this one, there's been some movement towards the Falcons initially, and then it looks like it's going back to the Vikings now. So there's somebody influential on both sides, either that or the Sharps were head faking and they actually like the Vikings. But I do think this line looks a little bit inflated, but at the same time, it's a good matchup for the Vikings. It's hard to deny that, to be honest. Yeah. You have a quarterback here who I think the stat I saw was he didn't throw a ball over 36 miles an hour last week, which I don't know what that means. Like, I don't have any context for this, but I'm assuming since he's the only player on record, apparently, during this tracking era, that has never thrown a ball 36 miles an hour in a game with minimum 20 attempts. I think that was from the Bill Simmons show. So just to throw out there, I think that's where I heard that. But yeah, if nobody else has done that, and that's what it looked like to my eyes. You know, he's up there just throwing floaters. He doesn't have a fastball anymore. He's like Jamie Moyer, just up there hurling changeups every batter, and he doesn't have a fastball, and that's a problem in pro football. So you have a guy that doesn't have a fastball. You have a Vikings team that is first in blitz rate, fourth in pressure rate. That seems bad. And you have Sam Darnold, who can do boneheaded things under pressure against a team that is really poor at rushing the passer. So it seems like a good matchup for the Vikings, so there's no way I can click on the Falcons.
Yeah, I kind of faded the Falcons in a different way in this one. I just played the under on the opening line. Only a point difference between now and the opener, so I got a little bit of the good side of it. But watching that game, I think that we learned at least a little bit, Mo, moving forward with what we've seen from Atlanta and what we've seen from the Jets this year, where it's like these aging quarterbacks coming off of major injuries, we should just not make the assumption that they're going to come back anywhere close to what they were before these injuries, right? And so it's quite obvious to me something is not right with Kirk Cousins. I mean, like, it was like you said, some of the stuff last week was like, you're like, I've seen high school quarterbacks like look better than this dude. It was some of those throws. And so I don't know if they score very much in this one. So I played the under, which is pretty much just a fade of the Falcons in general here. In this one, I'm with you. I mean, guys got no mobility whatsoever against a team that's going to be blitzing the hell out of him and likely getting home on a lot of those blitzes. And so I think it could be a pretty interesting day for old Kirk Cousins back there. So that's how I went about that one.